Welcome, everybody, to part 6 of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Thank you for your patience today as I worked through a variety of scheduling conflicts and my lack of communication on Twitter. I tried to communicate earlier in the day, but then I wasn't able to. That means I'm starting a bit late today, and I do have a hard stop at around 4:25. So it's going to be a shorter episode today, but we're still going to get to play. And we're going to dive into the world. And we're going to see exactly what kind of trouble we can get into. Let's see, are we live on Facebook today? And it's taking longer than usual, but yeah, it looks like we are. Good to see you, Jocelyn Ryan, Lewis, and Sarah Schwartz on Facebook. Sarah, with a donation of stars, says, glad to see you, Ox. I'm ready for some Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Glad to see you as well. I'm ready, too. It's been about a week, and I'm excited to dive back in. Jocelyn Ryan says, don't worry, Ox. You're not the only one running behind. For once, I'm glad to hear it. My schedule can just be unpredictable, as you all know by now, and I'm doing my best, but every now and then I have days like this. All right, let's try YouTube now, see if we're live on YouTube. And yeah, it looks like we are. That's great news. Good to see everybody in the YouTube chat today. All the regulars and members and Patreon subscribers. Matt Rowland, Automatic Beats, Alt Grindle, Julian Z, with a gold derby, Brandon Beltfed, Gemma the Tea Lady with a gold derby, Raccoon Shampoo, Slati Bardfast, and Eric the Red with gold derbies, respectively. Alt Grendel, John de Giamberadino, Bingo Bill, Courtney Zayas, Josh Bunton with a gold derby, Brandon Beltfed, Not Nick Skinner, Antonio Quintayus with a gold derby. Automatic Beats, Daniel Holmes, Gaunter O'Dim, Deuteronomus with a gold derby, Tony J, and then Chininator says, hey, Oxhorn. Hey there, Chininator. Good to have you awake this morning. Good to be awake this morning. And I've got my coffee. I can't think of a better way to spend it. Raccoon Shampoo says, objective, get eaten by a shark today. No, I've been almost eaten by sharks in the past. In the past couple of streams, those sharks, they can be nasty. When they don't get caught up on the underwater geometry, they can be pretty awful. No Name says, best thing ever, communist power armor. Of course, that is some people's absolute favorites. Not mine, for obvious reasons, but for some people, it is their absolute favorites. Josh Bunton says, sorry I missed the Monday stream. I beat Mass Effect 3 on the Destroy ending, for those who will ask. No worries, Josh. Glad you came by today, and congratulations. You missed a big day on Monday. On Monday, we went to Vermeer, and we made a game-altering decision, which sadly ended in death. But we made great progress, and it was a lot of fun, and we are now finishing up some side quests before moving on to Ilios, I believe is the planet we're going to in Mass Effect. Very Grecian. So that's where we are at, and we'll probably complete Mass Effect 1 in that stream. If we do, we'll move right on to Mass Effect 2. That's the plan there. I want to go through the entire Legendary Edition. But for today, we're not playing Mass Effect. We are playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Let me down some more coffee, though. I've got to warm up the innards. All right, are you ready? Joe Googe says, geez, there you are. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. My apologies. I have no excuse. What's this?
Did you get lost?
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
return with your boar pelt soon enough.
Yeah, we had to go hunt that boar. That's right. Everyone was telling me, oh, it's just a boar. It's just a boar. And then half the chat was saying, oh, just a boar. So I have a feeling this fight is going to be pretty tricky. Vladimir says, behold, big bad ox is going to kill the Caledonian piglet. That's what I'm doing today. Today I shall kill the Caledonian piglet. Brian Sanchez says, Fallout Worlds thoughts? A different world that shares no progression sounds interesting, but I wish adventure you could raise the difficulty. I tweeted about it yesterday a little bit, and my thoughts really haven't evolved much since then. I'm sad that in order to create a private world, you have to be a Fallout First subscriber. I just dislike everything about a subscription-based content platform for a game we pay $60 for. That bothers me. That said, I think the idea of Fallout Worlds is fun and interesting and was a long time coming and much needed, and it'll inject a lot of creativity into the community, and I can't wait to see what people come up with. At the same time, I'm also really grateful that despite requiring a Fallout First subscription to create private worlds, you can still join public worlds and private worlds as a mere Fallout 76 game player, like myself, like yours truly. One of us mere mortals who just paid $60 for the game. At least we can still play in those created worlds, right? We might not be able to create any ourselves, but we can still play in the ones we're invited to. And the public worlds look cool, too. So they're going to be coming out with these public worlds every season or so that we can explore with, like, server rules and server settings that change from season to season. And that'll be interesting to play around in. Vladimir says engraving all your gear with animal DMG may help. All right, I'll consider it. Michael Yang says, I recall you saying you would try using Xbox Game Pass to play Dead Space. If that works, maybe you should try it for Far Cry 5 and then Far Cry New Dawn. Maybe, though I do believe I could probably get both of those to work on Steam. Raccoon Shampoo says, Hunt the boar. I shall hunt the boar. Alt Master says, we saw an amazing boss battle yesterday, and I loved... Sure, just rub it in, Alt Master. Rub it in with salt and lemon juice. Oh, I feel awful about that. The boss fight of Vermeer. And I accidentally turned the screen off. You guys heard great sound effects, but you didn't get to see me kill the boss. I promise you, it was just filled with epic gunplay and, like super slides and my use of biotics. So on point. You have to believe me, because I didn't show you the screen during the boss fight. Anyway, he says, we saw an amazing boss battle yesterday, and I loved how you compared Siren with Caesar. Love you, Ox. Thank you, Alt Master. Love you too. Glad you made it by today. Joe Googe says, I think you might get into a really cool part of the main plot. You get to meet so many amazing characters, and you can always go back for sides. All right, well... The chat seemed to be really interested in the boar quest. So let's do the boar quest. I also want to find out the members of the cult, so we should probably uncover as many of those as we can. Then we'll continue with the primary plot. Okay, cultists, we've got to uncover some of these identities so that they appear on our map and we know when we are close to them. 2 of them are dead. We uncovered the identities of these 4. We've got a lot more to do. I'm not going to do them all now. Let's get through like 4 of them, and then we'll go kill the boar. We'll get through a few more, and so on and so forth. Phidias, the sculptor, is being targeted by the cult. Continue our Odyssey. Oh, that's it. We can't uncover his, that is his identity, Phidias the sculptor. A cultist enjoys the company of Hetairai. Continue your Odyssey. Under the disguise of a slovenly drunk wearing a helmet twice the size of his head, and hiding in the chambers of Hetairai, our blue blood R would seem almost comical if he weren't deadly. From those chambers, he's infiltrated the political elite's inner circle. Fools, those who do not obey, will find his hidden knife at their throats. And we uncovered this guy's identity because we overheard that conversation. That's right, we overheard that conversation about the sculptor. Two cultists plotted against Phidias, a famous Athenian sculptor. Cassandra set out to thwart the plot and save the man's life, hoping this would also reveal the identity of those plotting against him. The silver vein, clues found 1 of 5. All right, so this is a big guy. We've got one clue. The sage is involved in the ship trade. Note found in the Sanctuary of Cosmos. On political unrest, M, formerly of the Vein, is a known eye, and a terrifying one at that. Ruthless in his oppression, cruel in his revenge. We must use him to our advantage. Attica is large, and its people are a problem. Let him deal with them. From his control of the quarry and slave trade there, he will be our eyes and ears. In his place, we welcome E to the Vein. His expertise in building deadly and expensive naval vessels will serve his sage well. And Cosmos, of course. And then this one. Also, we only have one clue. And it was because we found a symbol on Elpenor's cloak. Elpenor's cloak had the strangest etching. A single eye, clearly the mark of a spy, a madman, or both. Okay. The Chosen One, Deimos, is the cult's greatest weapon, and we got this from a conversation we overheard. In the depths of the strange gathering on that strange night, Cassandra was confronted by her lost brother. Now known only as Deimos, the boy had grown into a man. A terrible, violent man. Hey, we can unveil his identity.
The cult is nothing without me. Even the gods cower in my wake. Kneel or die.
Brett Buss says only the brightly lit cultists can be revealed, as that means you have all the clues. Also, you can randomly come across them. Oh, that makes things easier. Well, then that means we can unlock 3 of them. Belos, the Beast of Sparta, is a champion in the Pefka arena. Declaration to the heroes of the cult. I am the Beast of Sparta, not some common dog. I demand challenge. Years of training in the crap fighting pits, killing weakling after weakling. Pefka already trembles when I enter the arena. I want to taste the blood of a god as they die under my foot. My time has come. The trap for the other child of the bloodline is set. I have dreamed of the day I would face them in battle. When all fall, we stand.
Chaos is our greatest strength.
Level 29, that guy. Ocytus the Great is stationed in a temple in Cape Suenon. Letter written in blood. Fledglings learning good. Cracked heads like eggs in battle last night. Head guts and blood spewed out. Was a pretty sight. The trick is to start with the eyes. Stick your thumbs in slow. Feel your knuckles. After that, it's easy. Got us in a temple to Poseidon in Cape Suenon. Come for a visit to see the training. Bring heads. When all fall, we stand.
The fight is only over when I am the last man left standing.
Asterion is sailing in the sea around Andros. Call for captains. I have all the gods' forsaken ships I can handle. I need captains. We are setting off to the seas bordering Andros. Send me your best, your sons, your daughters. The seas are calming, and the storms that follow will be brought by us. The world will hear our names and witness a new era of naval dominance. The days of the hounds are upon us. We are the waves. Asterion.
I spent 20 years at sea, only to realize the cult was my home.
Okay. Those are the faces we have so far. And let's see if that put any on the map near to us. No. The closest one is over here in Megari. Okay, let's hunt the Caledonian boar. The Caledonian boar is in focus. It roams in the northern part of the sacred land of Apollo. It has been seen on a marshy plateau. Well, there it is. Thank you, whoever took this photograph right where I needed to find the boar. Let's set a marker and go get him. Mista New Vegas says, how's it going, Ox? It's going all right. I'm feeling good. Hope you are as well. Jared on Facebook says, Oxhorn, just how late am I? You're actually not late. I am the one who's late. I started a late broadcast today. But here we both are, ready to play the game. Okay, we're not going to be able to fast travel anywhere close to there, are we? All right, let's ride. Vladimir says, I was exploring one very high-level area, sneaked into a fort, and out of fun, kicked one gal 30 levels higher than me from a cliff to discover that she was a cultist. Now that's one way to do it. I love it. Raccoon Shampoo says, maybe you should use Fallout 3 to turn off the photos, lol. Can I do that? Oh. Fallout 3, F3. F3? Oh my gosh. I didn't even know I could do that. Thank you, chat. We'll try to keep this fair. F3 to turn off the photos. Thank you, Raccoon Shampoo. And then Matt Rowland says, Ox, defeating an entire cultist branch will unlock an entire armor set. For example, you already have 1/5 of the snake set. Each set has bonuses. Sweet, so we get to collect some Witcher armor. I love it. Why? Why? Oh. Okay, so we have to go south down the hill before we can go west. My mind is on Fallout 3 because I'm doing that. Stupid wolves. Because I'm doing that Fallout 3 Metro series. And so when he said F3, I thought he meant Fallout 3. I was like, how could you use Fallout 3 to disable pictures in Assassin's Creed Odyssey? Farmhouse. Sorry, guy. big elk.
That's a big pig.
Okay, we're getting close. Save. Well, how to do this? Doc got it! Bull crap! Bull crap! Doggone it! Oh, okay. Well, I didn't expect a fleet of piglets to get me. Well, let's see. Shield bash doesn't really work in this particular encounter. How do I drag this over there? There we go. Wait, I've got ability points, don't I? Kakashi says, good luck with the boar. I came back way later with some skills maxed because I hated it. I'll try at least once more, and if I can't get it, then I'll move on. Let's see. I can't get any of those until I progress further in the story. I can upgrade that, but I can't upgrade that. Progress further, progress further, progress further. All right, well, I guess we're doing this one. Raccoon Shampoo says, good, get rid of shield and rush assassination because no shield and no stealth. Yeah, I don't have anything to replace shield assassinate, or rush with. Rush assassination with. If I could find some place to take out my bow and use it, I might be able to do better.
I should try to stay out of sight.
Vladimir says you can reset abilities at any time. The boar is doable at this level. Try Hero Strike and Assassination skill tree. Alright, well, I don't have Hero Strike. Looks like a really cool ability, though. Let's see. The Unknown Planet with a tip. Thank you, Unknown Planet. I'm getting him, but it's not registering as damage. I think the game probably thinks that's cheesing it. Yeah, see, I got him, but it's not registering as damage. I got it. No! What? How does he have more? Gosh, dang it! What was that? Oh, for Pete's sake! God, jeez.
I should get this pelt back to Daphne at the temple.
That's a lot of piggies. That's a lot of bacon, says not Nick Skinner. Yes, that is. Bacon, bacon, bacon. Alright, well, I ran out of arrows mid-fight. I need to craft some. Great job, says Matt. Nicely done, says Slatibardfast. Thank you, everybody. Took me 2 tries, but I got through it eventually. He heard what you said about cysty pigs, says Joe Googe. It was the cysty pig revenge. All right, can I fast travel back? No. Oh. Yeah. Or not? Maybe after I move out of this area. No Name says, if only that was cysty bacon, because that makes it better. Cysty bacon. Brett Bus says, I was worried about the entertainment value of that fight, but that wasn't too much of a bore. Oh. Brett, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you, Brett, for that. The fight wasn't much of a bore. So good.
Did you get lost?
Here, I killed your piggy for you.
You are skilled. Of that there is no doubt.
Whoa.
I have plenty of talents. Of that, you can be sure.
Oh, is that so? Well, I look forward to putting them all to the test.
Oh? And what did you have in mind?
Whoa.
Many things.
It's a bit
But
early in the
first,
morning.
To business. There are beasts that roam this world, but are not fully of it. They've been placed here by the gods as trials, as tests.
Neither god nor mortal has stopped me so far from achieving my destiny.
We will see.
What exactly do you want me to do?
I want you to prove your worth in the eyes of Artemis, and hunt these creatures.
I don't need to prove my worth to anyone. Just tell me what's the reward.
With each pelt you return, I will grant you a boon from Artemis. If you are able to slay all the beasts, well, let's say your relationship with the daughters of Artemis will be forever changed.
Whoa. Kill monsters for daughters of Artemis booty.
All right, I'll do it. Now, just how many of these animals are there?
Artemis has laid out 8 trials, and you have already started the journey. Hunt down those that remain.
How will I recognize the creatures?
Oh, you'll know. Bring the pelts to me. I'll await your return with my sisters, the daughters of Artemis. I hope you don't make me wait too long to see your face again.
Stop flirting. All right, I got Artemis's bow. The daughters of Artemis. All right, so looks like I'm going to have a bunch of legendary creatures all over the world that I can kill. And I can turn the pelts into the local daughter of Artemis. Well, first things first. I got a new bow. DPS goes down. But it's got 9% hunter damage, 4% bow charging speed, 20% damage with predator shot ability. Ooh. It only goes down 3 DPS. And it looks great. And I leveled up. Alright, can I work on any of these? No, I need to progress further in the story for these. So, let's see. A single strike unleashes the full power of the Spear of Leonidas. 60% assassin damage. Stealth attack with deadly precision. Vanish. There have been times that could have been useful. Welp, tell you what, let's try Vanish. What? Wolves! Why? Always with the wolves, man. Stinking wolves in every game I play. Just out of nowhere. Just out of nowhere. Okay. Okay, now I need to figure out what I'm doing next. I got something new on my ship here. Oh, that's right, I got a new special lieutenant. It was this guy. Thraslios. But I like this guy. More info on a cultist. Oh wait, no, these are cultists I haven't unlocked yet. Okay. Memories awoken. Talk to Herodotos at Thermopylae. What's this? Oh. So this is my Odyssey. Interesting. All right. Helping a healer, we've got a new quest there, but my primary quest is sending me over here. Memories awoken. From the moment he laid eyes on Cassandra's spear, Herodotus knew it was special. Before sailing to Athens, he met her at Thermopylae, where the blade last fell from King Leonidas's mighty hand. Okay, so recommended level 14. What level am I? I should probably go get it. But I can't fast travel there, can I? No. Raccoon Shampoo says since it can be used whenever, you could leave a conversation using Vanish Law. Oh, great. I'll have to be careful. Vladimir says there is a yellow quest nearby. It's fairly short. Or go to Herodotus through the cave, the question sign east from Delphi. All right, we'll see what this quest is all about. It seems like I'm getting further away from it. Oh no, we're getting closer. Jared on Facebook says, awesome to be able to beat the board. You must stay right on it. But alright, stay on it. But keep it rotating until it's hard. And then would it charge. And then stay on but until you kill it. That's how I was able to beat it. And I was at level 20. Sorry, autocorrect, he then says. I was trying to say stay on its butt no matter what. When it charges, dodge, and I was able to beat it at level 20. Okay, thank you, Jared. I appreciate it. I managed to get through.
Well, does it hurt like a bear biting you? Or a mouse?
Like 3 mouses. No, like 4.
Ah, so a puppy bite-sized hurt. Got it.
Will the hurts go away?
Tell you what, you have to scare it away. If you roar like a lion, it'll run.
Grrr!
Good job. Now run along home.
You must be a physician.
Yes, I'm Lycaon. You must be a Misthios. Are you here for treatment?
Wow, she can just romance everybody she finds, right?
That depends. Will I have to roar for you too?
Sometimes the best medicine I can give my patients is a dose of hope. I take it you're not in need of care.
I'm healthy as a horse.
You look strong and prepared for anything. My patients need mandrake herbs. There's a patch of them growing by a little stream southeast of here.
Are you too busy to pick them?
Too chewy. A pack of wolves is resting near the stream. I'll pay you generously for your trouble.
You know how to talk to Misthios. Is that all you want? The mandrake herbs?
For now. Bring them back to me, and I'll pack at them for my patients. Then we'll see.
Okay, looks like Vladimir's right. Fairly short quest. Let's get it done.
I'll bring you the herbs. You said they were southeast of here.
Yes, by a little stream northeast of Kira. The flowers haven't bloomed yet, but the leaves are a distinctive gray-green. Thank you.
Okay, that's close by. Am I gonna get a new lieutenant from this quest? Oop. I mean, a ship could use a good doctor. Though I'd hate to take a doctor away from a local town.
Lycaon said the herbs would be near a little stream. That looks like it.
Okay. So what does this do? Does that reset aggro or something? Vladimir says not that story. It has a second part with a bandit, but short relative to many other yellow quests, like one with bloody sapphires. Oh, bloody sapphire? All right. Well, let's get this done since we're here. Then we'll move on to the cave of Herodotos. Blue-green leaves.
These must be the herbs Lycaon wanted.
Got it. One of 5.
These should be enough mandrake herbs. Time to go back to the physician.
Right.
Here, I found your herbs.
Thank you. I'll prepare these for my patients. Could you please stay a while?
I'll wait.
For what?
I've crossed the herbs so they'll be easier to take. Could you please bring them to my patients?
Ah.
Just tell them they're from me, Lycaon.
I thought I brought you more herbs than this.
I needed to save a double dose for my grandmother. I'll give it to her soon.
Sure. I'll just deliver the rest then.
Thank you. All my patients are in and around the Hora of Delphi. One should be at the animal pens to the west. One is building a house in the northeastern corner. And, one works in the fields to the south. Come back here when you're done.
I'm sure I can find them.
Oh, great. All right. Deliver medicine. Oh, just all around here. Okay.
Lycaon made this medicine for you.
Thanks. See, I take care of these beasts, and Lycaon takes care of me. Too bad nobody takes care of him, though.
What do you mean?
His parents died young. His grandmother raised him, but then she was born under a cursed star. Never mind that. He's a good boy.
I'm sure he is.
A cursed star. Bullcrap nonsense. Bullcrap nonsense that ruins lives.
These herbs are from Lycaon.
Oh, thank you. That physician is so thoughtful and so handsome. It's too bad he's decided not to marry.
Why not?
He just told me some nonsense about not wanting to burden an innocent woman with his worries. Personally, I just wish he'd been honest and said I'm not his type.
I wonder
Whoa.
why he'd say that.
Okay, so we're learning more about the doctor's personal story here. I wonder what's got him so afraid. He almost acts as if he doesn't expect to be around for very long, and that his life might be in danger.
Lycaon sends his regards.
The medicine he promised. Thank you. Tell me, did he look well?
He didn't look sick to me.
I've seen him up and walking around at all hours, mumbling to himself. He seems worried. I should bring him some sweets to cheer him up.
I'm sure he'd appreciate that.
The sweets seller. Okay, well, goodness, let's go back to our friend and see if he's okay. Buddy, is there something you're not telling me?
I delivered all your medicine. Seems you have a lot of people concerned for your well-being.
Thanks. My grandmother, Praxithea, I have to bring her the last of the medicine. Will you come along with me to her house? I think I need your help.
Yes. I'd like to know what's going on here.
Oh, thank you. Please, my grandmother's house is this way. Thanks for coming with me. Would you say we've killed many people?
Why do you ask me that?
If someone is impious to the point of doing grave injustice to people as well as the gods, do they not deserve punishment?
What did Praxithea do?
She spoke false prophecies for years. Those who came to her for advice received only lies.
Your grandmother was an oracle?
Yes, up on the hill in Delphi. She confessed to me recently that she never heard the gods, and only repeated the words she was told.
Told by vile people with evil intentions.
Exactly. Wars have been fought over those words. She can't be left unpunished.
My family was torn apart by false prophecy. If it was one of hers, I may take matters into my own hands.
Oh, great. Are we going to meet the oracle that told her stepfather to kill her? Or to kill her brother? Indigo the Blue Gem says, I highly recommend the Ranger Sequoia / Hunting Revolver mod for the next Fallout 4 video. Thank you, Indigo.
Get out of here, Lycaon. I know what you want to do. You'll just bring more shame on our family.
I don't want to do this, Agavi. But for the sake of justice, we can't let Praxithea live.
It's out of our hands anyway. Some strange men were searching the village today, looking for her. I brought them here, and they dragged her away.
Whoa!
What kind of justice is that?
You wouldn't understand. She was an impious old fool. Now we have nothing more to worry about. Who are you, anyway?
I'm Cassandra. I've also been wronged by false prophecy. It might have been your grandmother's.
If we don't find her, we can't settle any of this. Please help me figure out where she's been taken.
I'll look for clues.
What did you expect me to do? All that talk about killing? A solution showed up, so I took it.
That wasn't the way it was supposed to happen. She's my responsibility, not yours.
All right. The cat was in here and I didn't realize, so guess I have to pay the cat tax. Say hi, Chowder. He was sleeping on my chair, and I can't have him in here while I'm gaming, so I'm gonna go take him out. Come on, kitty cat. There we go.
Praxithea must have lost this bracelet in the struggle. But no ordinary thief would have left something so valuable behind.
Someone wants to silence her.
Have you seen anything strange going on around here?
Well, if bandits taking over my cousin's farm is strange, yes.
What did they do?
Gave her a running start. She can't go back there. They've set up camp, and they're armed and dangerous.
Interesting. Where is that farm?
It's not far west of here, but I wouldn't mess with those bandits.
Thanks for the advice.
No Name says we need more Oxcat. Well, every now and then, one of the animals will hop onto the stream to become the inadvertent star. Can't say I blame them. Sarah became a bronze ox. Thank you, Sarah. And then Jared on Facebook says, your cat looks so cute. He's a sweet kitty cat.
This looks like a contract. Deliver the package to the drop-off and don't damage it. If they mean Lycaon's grandmother, chances are she's alive. Praxithea was kidnapped and brought to a farm west of here. The bandits were hired to deliver her alive.
Thank you for figuring that out, Cassandra.
I'm no fool, Lycaon. Your sister put Praxithea in great danger, and you've been asking me about killing. Do you want me to end her life?
No. It has to be me. I need to kill her.
She's your grandmother, and you're no killer. You should give this more thought.
She's my responsibility. I don't want her to suffer. That's why I asked you for Mandrake. It's a painkiller. But for now, will you go to the farm to stop those bandits? I don't think I can take them all on myself.
Let's go find Praxithea.
Thanks, Cassandra. You said the farm was to the west. I'll meet you there.
Okay. Quest completed, Sins of the Past. Looks like I got some new armor. New quest, The Unkindest Cut. Praxithea is in focus. She is near the center of the sacred lands of Apollo. She's being held in the farmhouse. Well, that's there. Easy breezy. Trust me, I'm a failure says, what do you think happened to New York City and the state after the war? Do you think there could be factions like the NCR, the Brotherhood of Steel, or House there? If I were to hazard a guess, I would say that surely there's got to be some sort of There's got to be some sort of civilization still in New York City. It was too big of a place just for it to be a complete and utter ruin, uninhabited by anyone. If I were to guess, I would think it's going to be a lot like New Reno. You've got a lot of local mobs, local factions that are trying to rule the city, and maybe some of the minor places outside of it, but none of them that have civilization building aspirations.
Off we go now.
Otherwise, we would have heard more about them.
That must be the farm where Praxithea is being held prisoner.
Alt Grendel with a tip. Thank you, Alt Grendel. There she is. They've got more than one prisoner, too.
Come on.
Don't mind me, guys. On a stealth mission. Free the captive, loot the treasure.
Stay hidden.
So that's how it works. Cool.
Had the weapon before.
Oh, that is so cool. I love it. I'll be back for you. Gotta make sure everybody's gone. I think that's everybody.
They won't let me go! Someone help! I'm free. Thank you, Mistios.
You're welcome.
Thank you, my child. We must get away from here. Could more bandits be coming? Please, let's get out of here. Thank you for saving me, dear child.
Don't thank me, voice of Apollo. Or were those someone else's words you spoke?
So you've met my grandson. You're right. I lied to everyone. I am so sorry. The gods should have killed me by now. Instead, they made me live with my remorse.
Robin on Facebook with a donation of stars and a bunch of emojis. Thank you, Robin. Good to see you today.
Why did you spread lies? People trusted you. You were supposed to bring them the word of Apollo.
I didn't plan to, not when I was chosen to be the oracle of Apollo. But I met people there who told me I must speak the words they asked, or else my family would suffer for my disobedience.
Family? Do you remember telling a Spartan family that their younger child must die? A grieving mother, with eyes like mine.
I am so sorry for what you have lost.
Who wanted you kidnapped? These brutes didn't come up with the idea themselves.
Please, don't ask me that. The ones who want to punish me now, the ones who told me what to say, they would bury you alive if I told you about them.
The ones with masks and dark cloaks. The cult of Cosmos.
Do not speak their name.
Did she tell you? Is she the oracle who brought ruin on your family?
I'm sorry for what I've done. I accept my punishment. But please, don't let my grandson kill me. Lycaon's a good man, a healer. This would break him.
No, this is my responsibility. I must be the one to end her.
I'll kill her, we can say. You must be the one to kill her, we can say, or violence won't solve anything. Does she want to die? I don't think she wants to die. Surely she thinks that she needs to be punished. The thing is, she's completely remorseful, and she was coerced into doing this by the cult of Cosmos. Killing her isn't going to make the cult weaker. It's not going to change the past. It's not going to achieve anything. Especially since she's in great remorse and she didn't even want to do what she did. She was forced to do under threat for the safety of her family. So violence won't solve anything.
I've killed enough people to know that violence has no end. Better to move on and make the best of the lives the gods have given you.
Move on? But you said Praxithea ruined your family.
She can do no more harm. Killing her for revenge won't change what happened. Besides, didn't you tell me something about hope?
Thank you for your mercy. I promise I will do good with what's left of my days.
You're right, Cassandra. I might not be able to forgive my grandmother, not right away. But she can go on with her life, and I with mine.
I think you've made the right decision, Lycaon.
How do you do this? Decide who lives and who dies?
How do you do it, Lycaon?
He's a doctor.
All those lives depending on you, needing your healing and kindness.
I think I need you, Cassandra. Not to kill anybody or find anything.
Whoa!
Just to stay with me.
Does that work? Is that how it works? You just walk up to someone and say, "Hey, I think I need you. You want to stay with me?" Oh, I'll stay and make it all better, buddy.
I can't stay forever, but for now, let me take care of you, healer.
There we go. Shake them boots. Or knock them boots. Them boots be knocking. All right. We knocked boots, and we got the Helm of Prophecy. What is this Helm of Prophecy? Hey, look at that. Whoa, way better than my wolf's head helmet. Plus 23 to armor, assassin damage, crit damage, chance to ignore, half damage. Oh, it reminds me of the Mask of Agamemnon. That is epic. All right, that goes down by 6. That goes down by 4. So, yeah. Let's see, we got that. That's about the same. And I like the way this looks better. Well, they're both... Okay, 7 warrior... Okay, this one has 2 to all damage. This has 10 to damage on animals. Well, if only I had this one, I fought those Zagon boars. I'll take 2 to all damage over 10 to animals. No Name says, well, that tactic worked with the last UPS driver that came to my house. We are still good friends to this day. I'm glad somebody put it to practice and got it to work. That's awesome. All right. Ooh, we got some new stuff here. This one gives us plus 11. 7 to assassin, 2 to all damage. That's 6 to warrior damage. Another 2 to all damage. I think that's better, even though it's got less damage resist. Well, goodbye, the wolf's helm. It was a great helmet, but I don't need it. I got another mysterious fragment by doing that quest. It must have been on one of the bodies of the mercenaries I killed, because they had been hired by the cult. Look at your stats, Ox. My stats. Hunter, warrior, assassin. Oh, these stats? My assassin damage is crazy high. Not my warrior damage is not nearly as high as my assassin damage. %60 of my assassin damage is what? Well, 50% would be 4.1, so we're like 5,000. Yeah, wow, that's a lot. So pretty cool ability once I get it. All right, well, let's go. Memories awoken. All right, what's the fastest way to get there? Ship dock. Gosh, I guess the Temple of Apollo. You know, I've got this giant mountain in the way if I go to the Temple of Apollo. I'll have to go up north and then around here. This is probably a straighter shot. Matt says, when you change gear, the stats are at the bottom. Take note of those numbers. Okay, thank you, Matt. Click on the slot next to your weapon in the inventory, says Raccoon. Okay. Does that mean I can... I've got the sword on now. Is it an offhand weapon? Well, the offhand weapon is the rusted spear. Well, what's this extra slot for? Vladimir says historical cave east from Delphi is the intended way. Thanks, I'm headed that direction. David says, can you give my mate Frankly a shout out? If you don't, I'll have to ask again. Sure, shout out to Frankly, David's mate. Good to have you both on the program.
Let's go.
Jared says, no, Oxhorn, why would you destroy your father's helmet? He's not my father. He's the wolf of Sparta, but he's not my real father. It's a cool-looking helmet, but I can always transmog the helmets I get to make it look like that helmet anyway. So why take up inventory space, especially when I can get crafting components from it. Oh, great! A fight between a wolf and a bear!
Let's go.
Move it, guys. Move. You're in my way. Vladimir says the T key to switch weapons, the G key to switch arrows. Oh, so I can have another weapon equipped and switch them out based on my battle needs. That's awesome. Though I love the speed of those daggers, I don't know if I'll ever need to switch that out. Move it! Coming through. Official Mysticos business here. There's a bear in town. Of course there's a bear in town. Oh, maybe it's a pet bear. New historical location discovered, this Siconian treasury. This treasury celebrates the victories of the tyrant of Sicyon, Cleisthenes, during the First Sacred War. The monument was decorated with mythological legends like the Argonauts' expedition. Dragon fan says he wasn't your father, but he was your dad. Yeah, and he tried to kill me based on a false prophecy that even my mother could see through. Why is it sending me this way? Come on. Why is it sending me this way when I need to go that way?
Let's go.
Well, I guess this is the fastest way. It's still sending me this way. I guess this way I don't have to trudge down a mountain slope. Matt Rowland says, Ox, just go over the mountain on foot. It'll be faster. All right, Matt. Stop hassling me, wolves. Oh dear. Okay, that is a bit steep. Go! Sorry, horse. Matt Rowland says, remember, at your level, any fall is non-lethal, and at level 20, you will take 0 damage from any fall. Totally unrealistic, but very handy.
They say you can't walk this battlefield without getting blood on your toes.
Oh, I can't wait to see the Thermopylae. Thank you, Matt. Dirty McCormick says, did you ever hear of the bear cub raised by a Polish artillery unit in World War II? It helped carry ammo to the artillery and even became the unit's insignia. I think I might have read an article about it a long time ago. It is pinging a buried memory deep in my brain. All right, there's Herodotos, and this is Thermopylae. I've got to see. Yep. So it's called Thermopylae because it's got these thermal springs that they would bathe in. But it was a battlefield, so let's see exactly what this looked like. See if there are any ruins. The Lion of Leonidas.
This is where Leonidas was laid to rest. I wish I had known him.
In the 5th century BCE, a stone lion was placed on the hill of Thermopylae to commemorate Leonidas. It was near the 5 stellae and mass grave for those who fell in the defense of Thermopylae. Was this the fight that we engaged in at the beginning of the game? I think it was. With the Persians. These were the events depicted in the movie 300. Treasure? Treasure? Hey. So cool. Okay, well, Herodotus is waiting for us, but we've got treasure. Let's scale this cliff, go in, and see if we can get the treasure. Then we'll talk to Herodotus. That looks like a fresh body, though. Ooh, cool. Glowing fungus. There's the treasure. Wow, it's a Persian horde. Location complete. Persian remnants. Interesting place to put a dock. Must have been a boardwalk, not a dock, to cross the water. Oh, that's it. Just a big, deep cave. There's nothing above me. Okay, well. Back to Herodotos. Rockland F says boardwalk. The chat is doing Monopoly, Thermopylae puns, but it's all Greek to me. Thank you, Rockland. Jared says, Oxhorn, your helmet reminds me of Caesar's Legion Legate Lanius. Oh yeah, it does look like Legate Lanius's mask. Okay, Herodotus, I'm here. What's up, broski?
If you close your eyes, you can hear them. Their final war cries, before every last one of those brave Spartans perished. Their voices were silenced that day, but their story will be sung for an eternity.
You didn't bring me here to talk about dead Spartans. What's on your mind, Herodotos?
The Battle of Thermopylae still echoes in our hearts. But to stand here is to feel it in your bones.
There's nothing here but ghosts. My concerns are with the living.
Hold out your spear.
My spear? What for?
I need to know something.
Whoa! And we shall fight in the shade. Oh, he died kneeling. That's pretty awesome. He stands up. History is turning Leonidas into the most badass of all badasses, isn't he?
Herodotos!
I'm fine. I'm fine. The stories are true. That is the spear of Leonidas. The hero's blade.
Where were Sparta's allies?
The Spartans weren't alone in facing Xerxes and his hordes. Many from across the Greek world were armed and ready to fight alongside Leonidas and his 300. But when the mighty king looked into their eyes and saw fear, he sent them home.
That sounds like madness, not bravery.
It was foretold by the Pythia that Sparta would lose either its freedom or its king to the Persians. Leonidas made his choice.
What happened to Leonidas after the battle?
Xerxes was famous for honoring warriors who fought valiantly against the Persians. But Leonidas infuriated him so much, he cut off his head and impaled it on a pike. A bloody battle ensued, and his remains were reclaimed by the Spartans and buried here. Now, however, he rests where he belongs.
In Sparta. What happened to the traitor, Ephialtes?
King Xerxes paid him well, but treachery breeds treachery. A contract was put on his head, and he died as he lived. A coward.
You knew this would happen.
I didn't know, but I did suspect. There is a place I'd convinced myself was a dream. Until now. A peculiar structure on the island of Andros. Mysterious shapes carved in stone. Like nothing I've ever seen.
You want to sail to Andros so you can show me shapes?
In my travels, I heard whispers of an ancient civilization. A people who came before. Your spear and that place are connected.
Atlantis?
You mentioned a people that came before. Who were they?
They were not gods, but they lived far longer than any mortal, and were far more intelligent. I've seen carvings in caves, strange symbols that suggest it was this ancient civilization that created humankind, and provided them with fire.
But Zeus blamed Prometheus.
Yes. Well, perhaps his eagle has been feasting on the wrong liver.
The spear awakened to you, Herodotos. I trust you.
You understand. I will do everything in my power to help you find your mother. I promise. But first, we must sail to the island of Andros.
I'll meet you at my ship.
So cool. I gotta change their outfits. It's so immersion breaking.
Welcome aboard the Adrestia, Herodotos. Will you be traveling with us?
Only for a short trip. I have business to attend to in Athens.
Herodotos is helping me find my mother.
Seeking help from the gods has put Herodotos on your path, just like they put you on mine. They work in ways beyond our comprehension, and all we can do is follow their lead.
You could be right. Herodotos and I share enemies too.
Like El Pinor?
He was part of a very powerful group called the Cult of Cosmos that controls the Greek world through the Oracle.
Control the Oracle? Impossible! Apollo would not allow that!
Now they're looking for my mother. I need to find her before they do.
And I believe they will hurt others who oppose their views along the way.
By Hermes! The Oracle lost to corruption, and now this cult? Do we know who leads them?
I don't know for sure, but I think it might be my brother.
Your brother? By Zeus, your life is complicated.
Tell me about it.
But don't you worry. This cult of Cosmos now has 3 new enemies. And one of them fights like Athena and shits thunder like Zeus. We'll bring the wrath of the gods down upon them.
Is he always this positive?
Always. That's why I like him.
Poseidon, carry us to Athens.
First, we need to go to Andros.
To Andros, then. We're going to have to do some upgrades to my ship if we're sailing into war.
What do you mean?
Well, she's old, and perhaps not in the best condition.
You couldn't have said this before we set sail? Where in Poseidon's name are we going to get the supply?
My father taught me that the sea takes, and we must do the same. Fortunately, there are plenty of pirate ships in these waters that we can board and take from.
What are we waiting for? Let's hunt the pirates! More speed!
We need to move before they hit us!
We're ready!
They're gearing up to ram us!
Well, that was a whole lot happening at once.
Let's go! Orders with me! Let's bring them down!
Round. Okay, Indigo the Blue Gem says more info on the mod. You'll find Ranger Sequoia behind Kellogg's bed in Diamond City. Sounds like a really cool mod. Thank you, Indigo. John Hildebrand with a tip. Thank you, John. Raccoon Shampoo says, I won't confirm/deny Atlantis, but the whole ancient civilization thing connects to the greater Assassin's Creed lore. Awesome. Well, I'm totally invested in this game. I now want to learn more about the entire Assassin's Creed lore series. Rockland F says, Ultimate Hype Man equals Barnabas. I know, I love Barnabas. Okay, find and enter the mysterious structure. The structure is located on the island of Andros. It is in the western part of the abandoned forest. The huge door protects the entrance. Is that the right quest? On the island of Andros. Andros. God, we gotta go over there? Oh, okay, I see. Not too bad. So we can go through here between Skyros and Euboea, or we can go between Boeotia and Euboea to Andros. Vladimir says there is an uncoverable cultist in the Gods of Aegean Sea branch. It may be handy to kill him on the way there. You'll need what they have soon. The Gods of the Aegean Sea? All right, well, I'm not sure what that means yet. I don't believe I have that quest. I do. It's level 50. So I don't think I'm going to be doing that right now. We'll continue with Memories Awoken and head towards Andros.
More oars! We're at full speed! Get the oars ready! Sails! Now! Sails up! Now! Get that sail down! Rowers! To your oars! With me! Prepare for boarding!
Well, doggone it! I don't know if that ship was attacking me or it just got in my way. 'Cause I rammed right into it without even trying. Oh!
More speed!
Lots of pirates here. Let's just try to avoid them if we can. All right, so this is going between Boeotia. Sunken Temple of Aphrodite. Cool.
Should we grab the salvage, Commander?
Vladimir says...
Ready! We've reached full speed!
The bay of what I thought is ahead.
You know, the battle for a handful of Athenians to push back the first Persian invasion. The great Themistocles. King Darius of Persia.
I'm not sure.
A site where the great Theseus slayed the vicious Cretan wolf.
Oh, that marathon.
All right, Vladimir says, I meant open the cultist screen and uncover that junior cultist from that branch. Then you'll see him on the map, not far from Andros. I've uncovered everyone I can. These guys all have more details. I can't uncover them. And I'm not sure which branch is which. The Silver Vein, Eyes of Cosmos, and these quests are unnamed yet. So I don't think I'm quite there yet, Vladimir. Jared says, that's what I call irony. The traitor got betrayed. That's what happens to traitors.
Hey, looks like something valuable.
Everyone, to your positions! We'll crush them!
Lads, more than us!
They can't catch me.
Cassandra, there's a question I've been meaning to ask you. Go on. Your spear. How did you find it?
My mother told me the Spartan army brought it back from the Battle of Thermopylae.
Why bring it back to her?
Leonidas was her father.
Incredible. And it gives you visions. Perhaps it's trying to guide you. Show you a path.
There's more. It helps me in battle.
What do you mean?
Can't really describe it. It's like I know what my opponent's next move will be just before it happens.
Fascinating. This is just extraordinary. We are approaching the island of Andros, Cassandra.
Yes, here we can see the tomb of the greatest Myrmidon, Achilles.
I was more excited by the fact that Andros exports some of the most expensive armor in the world.
Is this the place with the rumored ancient civilization ruins you were talking about?
It is.
Vladimir says, I see he's uncovered already. All right, thank you, Vladimir.
Darkness. Ever my friend.
All right, chat is saying to upgrade the ship. Yeah, I do need to upgrade the ship if I can. Let's see. Cosmetics, ship crew and endurance. I've got this special lieutenant. He's pretty great. Weapons, damage, arsenal, armor, rower stamina, and hull. Let's do rower stamina for now. Actually, I should probably do hull, shouldn't I? It's going to cost me 130 wood. Now let's do stamina. I use that in and out of combat. All right, now I need to get more wood. Ooh, I can do this one. Crew armor. Everything else requires wood. Save, says chat. Okay. We're at the right island, right? Yes. The structure is located on the island of Andros. It is in the western part of the abandoned forest. A huge door protects its entrance. All right, so I'm on the western part. Let's find a huge door.
Ride, Phobos! Is that a door? I've never seen anything like it before.
We found it.
Here it is.
We walked right to it. It's a tiny island. Looks like there's some quests or undiscovered locations on the eastern side of the island and something over there. What is this now? Alt Grendel says ship's hull is health of the ship. It's very important. Thank you, Alt Grendel. Joe Googe says, pro tip, cleaving ships instead of boarding gives insane amounts of wood. You sacrifice the normal loot, but the loot is terrible anyway. That's a great tip. Thanks. I'll try to cleave.
There he is.
Cleave them. Who's that? Mythical creature. Oh! Okay, so it's part of the, level 45. Yeah, no thanks. No thanks. Not right now. I'll come back for him. Wow, a ship graveyard. That's awesome. Hey, you're right. We've got a Cult of Cosmos assassination target. Thank you, Vladimir. We had already uncovered him. Let's get a little closer to see if we can find more information about where he is. Tony J says, ship cleavage gives me wood. I couldn't resist. Oh, Tony. Nice. Nice, Tony. Level 15. Not too bad. Only one guard. Nope, more guards. Alright, so 3 other guards and a few captives, it looks like. Raccoon Shampoo says, maybe you should check the creature out just for fun. Oh, you want to get me killed, sir. That's what you want. You just want to see me die. Level 45 mythical creature? I don't know. Alright, so how do we open this door? Do we shove in the Spear of Leonidas? Someone has tried to get this door open.
How do I get inside? I wonder if...
Called it.
Who's there? Come out!
Hesitation only hastens.
The grave, I know, Mater.
Your form is improving. Your resolve is strong, but you're not taking action.
I was going to.
I know, but it's the moments in between that decide everything. Your turn.
Leonidas' spear.
You're old enough now. My father's spear holds a certain burden, but you're ready.
I felt something.
Huh?
The spear. It has magic.
Carries with it a long line of power. A bloodline of incredible heroes. The same blood within you and me and our family.
All of us?
Think of Leonidas. He had great courage. And he made a great sacrifice. You share in his blood and the strength he possessed. We are able to feel certain things happening around us. That is our family's gift. But not everyone understands that. Some recognize the power we bear and want it only for themselves. They will try to take it from us.
I won't let them.
I know. You're a warrior. If we keep moving forward, always moving forward, we're untouchable. Storm's coming in.
Then maybe we should move forward now.
I haven't forgotten you.
Woo! Magic! The gods are on our side, I suppose. Jocelyn Ryan says, oh my god, shoving spears and ship cleavage getting wood. Just, you guys are just insatiable. Holy cow. Calm down, everybody. It's a ship! We're talking about naval warfare here. How does that turn you on? God.
Gods. Who built all this?
Ancient Forge. Exploration area.
How does a place like this exist?
Ooh, I'm getting control vibes from this place. Ms. Wastelander says, hello, Ox. First time I was able to catch one of your streams. Enjoy them very much. I'm a Fallout fan myself. Did you see the new Fallout London mod? I did. I saw the trailer for it, and it looks really exciting. I'm focusing more on canonical lore for my Fallout lore series right now, but definitely looks fantastic, and I hope to be able to explore it at some point in the future.
How could I even explain this to someone like Marcos?
What? Wow. Can I interact with it? I guess I can't. Is this Atlantean technology? Is that what we're seeing here? The technology of the ancient Atlanteans? No Name says, that's it. Cold showers for everyone here. Y'all need to calm down. You see the word cleavage and it comes to this. What have we become, chat? What have we become? This isn't one of those Twitch hot tub streams, guys. I'm playing Assassin's Creed. Oh, God. Oh, look at this. This is awesome. If we can go to Atlantis, I am thoroughly thrilled.
Something's glowing over there.
It's a spear? Is it going to reforge my spear? Give it a new hilt. Oh, yeah. Push the red button. It's usually the red button. Or the magic triangle. Either one.
Forge activated. Synchronizing retransmission chronicity. Contact engaged.
That wasn't Greek. The man from Vault 69 says Ox said naval. Naval. As in like, no, not naval. Belly button. No. Like, oh, naval. Jeez.
Deimos. The Forge.
I knew I let you stay in the Animus too long. Your vitals are crashing.
You don't understand. This confirms it. Cassandra didn't just have Isu technology. She had the means to improve it. Imagine how powerful the staff could be.
I admit, that could be an incredible find. But right now, I'm the doctor, and I take care of you. Now get some rest before you go back to Cassandra.
Okay, we bump back to the future. And see, I'm still lost when it comes to this. Because I haven't played any of the other Assassin's Creed games. I have no idea what's going on here. I'll listen to the doctor.
If you insist, but only because I've got work to do on the outside.
Please, just clear your head. The last thing we need is a cell leader suffering from the bleeding effect and spearing us because we're Hittites or Thracians.
I won't. The Thracians throw great parties.
Don't forget, we're a team. We'll back you up until you're finished your investigation.
I know. Kyoshi secured the loft yesterday and he's keeping an eye out. Elena's on call doing historical research.
And I'm here to talk if you're feeling any confusion from the Animus.
Always the therapist. So, Doctor, how do you feel now that we're closer than ever to the staff?
I believe this staff is important. But the Templars and Assassins have found staves of Eden before. Nikolai Tesla blew one up in Russia, if I remember correctly.
This is different. If what I saw in Egypt is true, this staff doesn't control minds. It controls physics, time. Imagine rewriting the rules of the universe.
The spear you found is right here, and it's not doing anything.
The spear's attached to a bloodline. Leonidas, Cassandra, and Alexios. They were intimately connected to it.
Are you sure you can use the Staff of Hermes, then?
No. But if the Templars get it, they won't stop until they find someone who can.
This is interesting. I need to find out more about what's going on here. Brett Buss says, read the laptop entries. They will help you understand. Thank you, Brett Buss. Then Vladimir says, reading the files on the laptop may help a bit. I'll take a look at those. Big Olaf says, oh yeah, you should have read a lore synopsis on the series because there's a lot, like a lot. I believe it. I'll eventually piece it all together. It may take several live streams of many different games, but it'll come.
So, what do you think of my new Animus?
You mean our new Animus? That's Abstergo equipment.
Which I've modified to within a millimeter of its digital life. It's an Animus console prototype, Brahmin variant with the I/O capacities pushed to their max. Ultra portable with more calculating power than NASA and CERN combined. I'll go stretch my legs. Too bad we don't have access to the Abstergo gym anymore, huh?
Membership costs too much.
Okay, now who am I playing now? Is that the laptop? No, that's the machine I used to go back in the past. Let's uncover some lore here.
Fascinating. Layla, can you believe we're meeting Herodotos himself?
I can. He sure does talk a lot.
Is there anything I can help you with?
So does what I'm seeing as Cassandra match your research? I had to tweak the Animus to use what we have of the book as reference.
That book is a lost work by Herodotos. He basically invented the concept of recording history. And other figures are matching up too. Cleon, Pericles. The chance to see the past firsthand is why I joined the Assassins.
Most people would talk about justice or leaping across rooftops, but history's cool too.
I've loved history since my grandpa told me stories about his grandpa back in Ireland. He was an adventurer and sailor, so I'm continuing the family tradition. I feel so lucky.
You make your own luck, remember?
Why do people keep telling me that?
Tony J says, it was in the ding-dong subtitles, Ox. You're playing as Layla, an archaeologist in the modern day. Okay, I'll be sure to pay closer attention to those ding-dong subtitles. Love it, Tony. And then Raccoon Shampoo says, you could also watch the live-action movie, lol. Is there a live-action movie for Assassin's Creed?
So I've met Herodotos, but I don't know much about him.
He's brilliant. His histories are considered the foremost textbook of classical Greece. People have made their careers analyzing his words for some new perspective. To see him in his own world, walking in the polis, and... Sorry, but he's kind of a hero of mine.
You can fangirl all you want.
Yay!
I mean, that's partially true. He's considered the world's first historian, but his histories isn't considered reputable. Like there are certain events. It has a unique perspective that we can't get anywhere else, and therein lies its value, because he did talk to firsthand witnesses of people who experienced the events of the Persian War and the immediate aftermath of the Persian War, and he tells us again many of the myths and legends that went on there. But Herodotus' problem is he didn't differentiate between actual historical fact as we understand it today and legend. He conflated the two. So basically, if somebody told him a story, he wrote it down and he didn't talk about whether or not it was a believable story. That's where he differed from Thucydides, who came after. Thucydides covered the Peloponnesian War, and he had a more analytical and critical mind, where he just wrote down historical accounts that he thought were credible, so that he could produce a credible account of what actually happened during the Peloponnesian War. But of course, Herodotus still has great value in his history of the Persian War.
I'll leave you to your work.
If you need anything, just let me know.
Raccoon Shampoo says, unfortunately, there is a movie with Michael Fassbender. Is it really that bad? I mean, I know that video game movies tend to be bad, but is it that bad? Oh, what is this? Okay. The Quebec Caper. Oh my gosh. Lore dump. 6 episodes in, we get a modern day lore dump. I'm in. How'd you manage that? Let's just say I left a crypto key under the doormat in case Abstergo escorted me out. Was your hunch right? Yep, just in time. They have a location, Notre Dame de Quebec, but I can't find the relic. I'm sure it must be there. Guess they don't have a Catholic on their team like you do. No way! Quebec City, here we come! Subject potential descendant recollects those who possess the ability of recollection. 15th century order of Franciscan monks, Fr. Recollects. 1614, King Louis XIII requested that Samuel de Champlain take a selection of recollects to Canada. Order was abruptly disbanded upon return to France. Operative redacted, tracing bloodline redacted. Recollects friars, Father Denis Jamais, Father Jean Dolbeau, Father Joseph Le Caron, Brother Pacifique Duplessis, Brother Nicolas Vale, drowned in 1925. Location, Cathedral Basilica of Notre Dame de Quebec. 4 centuries of treasures and archives here. 900 people buried under the cathedral. Excavation uncovered hidden relics. Operative summary, search of Cathedral Basilica of Notre Dame de Quebec. Target item not found. Operative update September 5th, 2017. Agents have the location under surveillance, awaiting new intel. The Cathedral Basilica Notre Dame de Quebec, architectural masterpiece, 1633 historical landmark and blood repository. Area clear. Slipped first responders some money. Nice work. Media's got their story. Managed to get the gold paint off, Kay? Paint isn't a bother, it's the ringing in my ears. I can't believe you pulled that off. If you can't believe in a golden Kiyoshi angel flying overhead, what can you believe in?
Hier soir, un cambriolage a eu lieu à la basilique cathédrale Notre-Dame de Québec. Heureusement, les dégâts au bâtiment historique sont minimes. Le secrétariat de la paroisse rapporte que les malfaiteurs sont partis en laissant derrière la cible du vol.
Sure they did. Reality is a simulation. March 30th, 2018, 2:12 a.m. Took a deep dive into theories about our reality being a simulation and ended up on the weird end of the internet. I'm just gathering information at this point. Not all that I have found has been useful. It's hard to imagine the world we know being another layer of the Animus, but it makes sense in its own way. 10 religious artifacts with supernatural powers, chilling top 10s. What is this, a YouTube video? This archaeologist and researcher is using a YouTube video as a source of knowledge. Miracles. Just how real are they? These relics all have some kind of story attached to them, good, bad, or divine. Don't forget to subscribe for more just like this. Follow our social media for new lists and updates every day. Buy some merch. They're reading into my soul, guys. I feel personally targeted here. Relics, Saints, Top 10s, Boobs, Funny Fail Compilation. Comment 1, cool video. Check out my channel, comment tool, in before No Holy Grail. GSVB visible. What? The question mark, Secret Science Investigations, number 39, Ancient Greece. Secrets of Ancient Greece revealed. Atlantis. Where did it sink, and can satellite photos help us find it? Don't miss, was Herodotus an Illuminati puppet? Hercules, man or myth, did demigods walk the earth? Three-headed dogs, the Russian following in Demikov's footsteps. New studies, Pythagoras, what did he know? The founder of the popular theorem also believed that numbers were the key to unlocking the universe. Simulation theory, Laylathan Hassan. Hey, we're Hive Mind. I was in Egypt recently and out with some friends when the topic of reality as a simulation came up. It's a bit tinfoil hat, but an interesting theory. Does anyone have any academic resources on this? Here's an article about that written 2 years ago. You might want to read up on Hans Moravec. Oh, I know Moravec's work from some studies I looked into on AI and transhumanism. I didn't know he also had theories related to relativity being reality being a simulation. He is the science guy working on it. If you want a philosopher, I'd check out Nick Bostrom. Hey, 420 on April Fools. Hey! Ah, darn it. Sometimes I think I'm living in a simulation. I'll set things down and they'll move on their own. Sometimes I think I can see holes in my walls that just go nowhere, just go to nowhere. You mean windows? Is your house made of Swiss cheese? Getting the team together. From Texas, USA, speaks English and Italian. VG, hand-to-hand and firearms skills, undercover potential high. Tourist, art dealer, Vatican. Not this time, off duty for personal reasons. I don't understand any of this. It's probably, for those who have played the previous Assassin's Creed games. From Boston, USA, speaks English, Latin, Ancient Greek, Sanskrit, historian, rugby player, combat aptitude not yet evaluated, expertise on ancient documents and church construction could be valuable. Not yet, still in training, next time. From Osaka, Japan, speaks Japanese and English, VG hand-to-hand, bladed weapon, and firearms skills, former Yakuza. Undercover potential with cooking/gastronomic skills, guest chef for Quebec City restaurant or food festival. Yes, but make sure he doesn't overwork himself off a recent tough mission. From Quebec, Canada, speaks French and English. MD, Psychiatry, PhD in Psychiatry. Specialized in neurosystems approach to emotional memory function, personality structure, and psychopathology. Left Abstergo after the Ascendance event, recruited by William Miles for unprecedented expertise. Assigned to mission. Remember, if you kill her, then you'll be unemployed. Packing for Greece. Animus console prototype variant accessing extrapolated data reconstruction subject descendant of Leonidas. Estimated accuracy 76.3%. Are you comfortable with that rate of accuracy? We're using a centuries-old text to supplement the DNA memory from centuries-old blood. Hopefully the gaps will overlap. Understood. Berg had a problem with simulations related below 80%. Berg has a lot of problems. Greece. Officially Hellenistic Republic, historically Hellas. First signs of human ancestors in c. 270,000 BCE. Earliest civilization around 3,200 BCE. Independence from the Ottoman Empire declared in 1821. Joined the European communities, now the European Union, in 1981. Successfully part of the Roman Empire, Byzantine Empire, Venetian territory, then the Ottoman Empire. Mountainous countryside with Mediterranean climate, called the birthplace of Western culture by historians. Herodotus and his work. Herodotus, called the father of history. Influential family. Herodotus was himself forced to go into exile in Samos, but then took part in the coup that overthrew Leonidas. Studied and wrote history/travel books, gave public lectures, gained fame and drachmae. Greatest work was his history. Relies on interviews rather than records, which generally didn't exist anyway. Accuracy disputed, as I was saying, but influence undeniable. His work is credited with saving a massive invaluable information on archaic and early classical Greece. His work is methodical and extensive. He wrote about Greece and surrounding areas. He traveled the Black Sea, visited the Scythians, and lived in Egypt for months. His books were like travel guides to the ancient world. True, though some of his work on non-Greek culture was specious. You mean that there wasn't a tribe of cannibals in India who threw feasts with their deceased friends as both guests of honor and the main course? I'll say a hard no to that. Let's hope his lost book doesn't include that kind of cultural glitch. From what I've been able to interpret so far, he does mention a group of ancient geniuses who sound suspiciously like the Isu. His lost book is supposed to contain a history of a heretofore unknown hero who was a descendant of Leonidas I of Sparta, and we know the spear of Leonidas is an Isu artifact. Leave it to the father of history to connect the dots. Talking about Cassandra, and there's the spear of Leonidas, rumored to be a powerful and deadly hand-to-hand weapon, Isu technology capable of multiple improvements, unpredictable mental effects, genetic memory storage, passed down from Leonidas I to his grandchild. Who was Althea? Isu architecture. So the Isu, aka precursors, or those who came before, they're humanoid and they're ancient. They have triple helix DNA and 6 primary senses. The Isu say they created Homo sapiens to serve them, and who knows if they're wrong. This is kind of going back to what Herodotos was saying. Abstergo classifies them as Homo sapiens divinus, though they waffle on whether they're gods or not. Sometimes individual Isu say they aren't, but usually they act like they are. They like to give themselves god names anyway. Wait, weren't the ancient gods named after them? It's a sort of chicken and egg situation. We know that the Isu had other names before they took the ones we know, like Juno was also called Uni. And just to check, Althelia's not a goddess name, is it? You got it, boss. It literally means truth. But if you ask Heidegger, well, not literally, he's dead, it means the disclosures of truth. He dedicated huge chunks of philosophy to defining exactly what that meant. What's the short version? Althelia is unconcealedness, as opposed to correspondence, which is truth as accurate definitions of reality, or coherence, which is truth as statements that are consistent with the rest of a reality. Okay, I think I'll leave the philosophy to you while I'll handle tech. Deal? Works for me. The Capitoline Isu. So the next thing to realize is that there's Isu and there's ISU, and then there's Isu. The main movers and shakers were Capitoline Triad, Jupiter, Minerva, and Juno. Those 3 were scientists who formed a team to save the world from being destroyed by a solar flare. They were like superheroes with ulterior motives. So gods in this universe were real people, but of a species called the Isu, which were humanoid or hominid divinu, but had divine-like powers that the ancients worshipped as gods. Jupiter and Minerva appeared to sympathize with humans, but really only seemed to make a move after the Toba catastrophe nearly snuffed us out. Juno was in it for the Isu, but mostly for herself. One of those world-saving solutions was the eye that killed Desmond, wasn't it? Exactly. It worked short-term, but long-term seems more iffy. If iffy is a word you can use when you're talking about the end of the world as we know it. Althelia did seem to imply that reality was shifting, or that multiple realities were shifting as calculations were made. I thought you were leaving me the philosophy. Juno. So one of the most powerful Isu was Juno. She raised an army of followers trying to help her and her husband, Eta, get bodies. She wanted to move out of the gray area, or a virtual existence, in some kind of spiritual tech hybrid afterlife. And the Phoenix Project was going to do just that. The plan was so dangerous that neither the Assassins nor the Templars could take it on alone, so we teamed up for a while. Layla, I heard about your colleague, Charlotte de la Cruz. I'm sorry. So am I. Weird question, so I know Mr. Berg used some special explosives to make sure there wasn't any DNA left. But wouldn't there be some trace of the Koh-i-Noor? I mean, you'd think some shards of such a powerful artifact would have survived. Alana, when Berg blows something up, he blows it up with extreme prejudice. That site is sterilized. So another weird question. How did Kiyoshi, Galena, and Arned get away then? Or Rend get away then? Too soon, Alana, I hope. Hermes. We don't know much about this Isu except that he was one. The Greeks and Egyptians both worshipped him. His special followers called themselves Hermeticists. The god Hermes, particularly in the form of Hermes Trismegistus, was all about magic and alchemy, and his staff is the inspiration for the Caduceus. In theory, he met Pythagoras and gave him his staff. We're betting a lot on theory. We've extrapolated that the staff is the key to the Isu, equations of reality theory. Based on the information we got in Egypt, the Isu are convinced that understanding the mathematical rules of the universe is the basis to changing it. Are you convinced? I'm convinced it might be true, and that's enough to make that staff very powerful and very, very dangerous. Althelia. So who is Althea? She is, that's a guess, I didn't record her using any pronouns, called herself that. She has a grudge against the rest of the Isu for their godlier-than-thou attitude. The Isu unified front showed cracks before, like that time Minerva and Juno argued in front of Desmond, or when Consus reached through time to contact the assassins behind Juno's back. But this is a new level of insubordination. Fortunately for us, Althea seems to be on humanity's side. Yeah, she reminds me of Martin Luther nailing his 95 Theses to a church door. Maybe this is the start of the great Isu schism. You've got a knack for naming things, don't you know? Or you know that? Thanks, boss. Besides, she's a hacker. I like her. Hacking? Isn't that what she was doing to the retransmissions? Sorry, I realize that's more my department than yours. You heard the voice, right? That's when the retransmission got hacked, replaced right under the other Isu's metaphorical nose. How do you think she did it? Good question. If you want to brute force the problem, try all the security protocols until you find the one that works. Then lock everyone else out so that they can't undo your work. Or if you're analog, get a stronger transmitter, Mexican radio style. Althea's big advantage is having all the time in the world to find a solution. Like Consus, she seems to be able to see multiple times at once and communicate across them. Or multiple realities. I only wish I could do that kind of multitasking. If anyone could, it would be you, boss. Raccoon Shampoo says, anything mentioning Egypt is from the last Assassin's Creed game. The previous one before this one. An Egyptian-based Assassin's Creed game sounds fascinating. Sarah on Facebook says the entry you looked at with the picture of Notre Dame, I think you had pages 1 through 8. I think you only looked at page 1. Oh. You're right. Relic is in here somewhere. Crypt. Pretty. Victoria, our good Catholic girl, says valuable relics are often moved to altar. Problem. Church Golden Jubilee crowded with congregants on pilgrimage. Our window, September 7th, 2018 cycling race. Keep the cops busy. Victoria equals blend in with congregants, distract priests, get near altar. Kiyoshi, climb along rooftop to bell tower, wait for signal, wear earplugs. Layla, robes better fit. New artifacts unearthed during recent excavations at Belasique, Cathédrale Notre Dame de Quebec. Wow. Wow. Really? Wow. Our next assignment from Kiyoshi to Layla. Layla, Dr. Bibu contacted me. Sounds like we're in daycare. Dear Kiyoshi, you're a funny guy. Layla. Team effort. From Layla to Victoria. Dear Dr. Bibo, I know you're in charge of his treatment, but Kiyoshi's really keen on staying busy. So I told him you might let him be my backup for my next mission. It's a really short gig, and I'll put him on desk duty as a researcher. I know Miles has a candidate, Alana. She sounds cool, but he's still getting her up to speed. Quebec City's safest stone houses, and the trip will keep Kiyoshi out of trouble, you know? Layla. Dear Layla, your proposal could be acceptable so long as he's properly supervised and performs only light duties. So I've spoken with William and gotten his blessing to join your mission. I know I'm a recent addition to your group, but I lived in Quebec City for many years and I speak fluent French. Dr. Bibot. Double checking. Dear Kiyoshi, are you sure you're ready for this? Dr. Bibot just poked me to say you're not cleared for return to duty. Layla. Dear Layla, while I respect Dr. Bibot and her medical opinion, I believe a return to duty is necessary. I can be of service to the assassins. Also, this assignment will give me something to do other than sit on my quarters and wait. Kiyoshi. Dear Kiyoshi, I get you. You're the type who needs to work through your problems. I feel that too. Okay, consider yourself on board. I'll just tell Dr. Daycare that you'll be doing desk duty as my researcher, but feel free to get up from the desk and kick ass if you know what I mean. Dear Layla, thank you for understanding. Dr. Daycare? Kiyoshi. Dear Kiyoshi, don't tell anybody, but that was her nickname back at Abstergo. She was in charge of putting kids through some super secretive branch of the Animus program. Well, teenagers, it's not that weird. They have playable brains. And really, if I'd have known about the Animus when I was a teenager, I would have given my left arm and right cerebellum to get in there. Layla. Dear Layla, I see. Thank you. Return to active duty protocol. From Victoria to Layla. Dear Ms. Hassan, please let me introduce myself. My name is Dr. Victoria Bibot, and I've recently been brought on as a resource person by your group. Mr. Kiyoshi Takakura is under my care. Of course, details are confidential. Please be aware that I do not recommend a return to active duty for my patient, Dr. Bibot. Dear Dr. Bibot, are you fracking kidding me? Dr. Bibot of Abstergo's Airy Project, the world's top expert on the bleeding effect? Is this some kind of Abstergo infiltration attempt? Because if so, this is not the Layla you're looking for. Layla, who definitely didn't leave Abstergo in a hail of gunfire and shredded files. Dear Layla, yes, that's me. I assure you this is not a trap. Dr. Bibot. Dear Dr. Bibot, it's a trap! Layla. Dear Miss Hassan, I assure you I mean nothing of the sort. William Miles could update you if you require more proof of my current position. Dr. Bibot. Dear Dr. Bibot, sorry, I was making a joke, you know? It's a trap. Anyway, I'm glad you're here, Layla. Okay, so Star Wars exists in this universe, apparently. Available for assignment. Dear Ms. Hassan, I heard you might be seeking a team member. I'm available currently. Takakura Kiyoshi. Dear Mr. Takakura, can I call you Kiyoshi? Did I get your names in the right order? Hi, I heard the mission in Australia was very tough. I can't believe how you pulled off that escape. The three of you, I mean. I'm sorry. Are you sure you wouldn't rather take some time off like Arend and Galena? Dear Layla, no need for time off. I'm ready for work. Kiyoshi. Your question. Hello, Layla. Sorry for sidetracking you with personal issues. Was there something you wanted to ask me? Harlan. Don't worry, Harlan. I was just going to ask if you wanted to join me on a mission to Canada, but I can do it myself. Layla. Hello, Layla. Have you been in touch with Kiyoshi? He was in Australia too, and he's been asking for work. I'll call him. All right, so we're getting the entire timeline of them getting the team together. Let's start down here, which is where I think it begins. Greetings and salutations. Hi, Harlan. It's been a while. I tried to message you, but you've been offline. What's happening, my favorite sharp-dressed man? Layla. Hello, Layla. I'm sorry, there's been a lot going on. I just logged off to clear my head and focus on what's important. Don't worry, Harlan. Hi, Harlan. What's wrong? Is it Arend? I just checked and he's offline too. Please tell me you two are all right. Layla. Hello, Layla. I'm sure he'll be fine. He's been quiet since he got back from the Australia mission. The new doctor says it's normal. I took some time to be off with him. I found a website where I could order salted licorice and stroop waffles. So that's cheering me up. Harlan. Harlan, Arend's eating junk food and a doctor's watching him, and I just checked and nobody's finished their reports. What the hell happened in Australia? Layla. Hello, Layla. I'll call you, okay? Harlan. Hello, Layla. So like I mentioned, the memorial service for Charlotte will be on Thursday at 10. If Galena calls you, please let her know. She left me 2 phone messages, but she didn't leave a number, and I haven't been able to reach her. She might be self-medicating. Harlan. Hey, Harlan. It's okay. Let Galena have her bender. And remember that Aren's appreciating all of the care you're giving him, even if he can't express it right now. Keep being an angel, you. Layla. Don't know how we did it, but we got through all of the emails. Holy cow. We've got photos, which we can't access, then audio files. Only one.
The lost book of Herodotos. The spear of Leonidas. If I didn't work for the assassins, I wouldn't believe it. I'm still not sure I believe it. But a little luck and a lot of research later, and we've got ourselves the archaeological find of the century. At least, we would if I could publish it.
Holy cow. What a lore dump that was.
The center of the universe, circa 400 BCE.
Map of the Peloponnesus.
Eagles are fine and all, but a pet monkey would be even cooler.
I don't know, I kind of like the eagle.
I wonder if the Fry twins would still recognize London. A rooftop's still a rooftop.
Fry twins must be a previous game reference.
How's it going out there?
Well, no threats in view.
I'm glad we could work together again.
I believe our working methods are compatible.
Are you still upset about our last run-in with Abstergo? I'm sorry, I didn't realize those hills in Quebec were so steep. But hey, you and your Yakuza reflexes saved us. Sorry, ex-Yakuza.
We're all alive and our injuries have healed. That's what matters.
Of course, I'll return to the Animus, then follow the trail Herodotos left to find the staff. But there's so many possibilities, so many choices. There's no way to know which ones are right. You used to run part of the Japanese Brotherhood. What would you do?
Take things one step at a time, observe then act, or kill everyone and search their pockets for answers. You decide.
Well, good options.
Thanks for watching our backs, Kiyoshi. I'll leave you to your work.
I'll report in if Abstergo drops by.
Matt Rowland says that the Fry twins were from Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
Looks third echelon. Or is it fourth? Too bad we had to leave before we could drink some more caribou. What?
My kids would love this. They watch the Rabbids show all the time. They've never played the game, but they watch the Rabbids TV show.
What?
That's great. Okay, finally a reference I understand. All right, I think we've got all the lore. Holy cow, that was intense. Well, back to Cassandra.
Are you sure you want to go back into the Animus right now? I get the impression you'll be there a long time.
Yes. I'm ready to go back to Cassandra.
All right. I'll be watching your back.
I'm so bummed I never played the Assassin's Creed games until now because this sounds like a universe I could really get into. Oh, it didn't reforge it.
My spear is stronger now. The cult won't stand a chance.
Spear upgraded. Oh. Leonidas' spear. Upgrade the spear of Leonidas here at the Forge of Hephaestus using artifact fragments. Upgrading it increases your adrenaline and unlocks more powerful abilities. Collect artifact fragments from defeated members of the Cult of Cosmos. Review the quest menu to track progress towards more spear upgrades. There's just so much to do in this game. Okay, so I've got spear level 2, and this allows me to gain more abilities. Cool. But I don't have any points to spend. I do have some inventory stuff, though. But that's trash. That's trash. And that's trash. Artifact fragment. Okay, so I still have one? Does that mean I can use it again? No, I guess I need like 2 or 3 for each upgrade. Wow. Here we go.
This imprint is shaped like the sword Deimos had at the cultist meeting. Was it forged in this place?
So am I gonna get her brother's sword somehow, and I'll be able to upgrade it? Oh god, that doesn't mean I have to kill my brother, does it? Oh no, I don't want to have to kill him. Well, he is a monster now. Maybe we have to kill him. What a huge place.
Well, Herodotos will be happy. It's clear someone was here far before we were.
Brettbus says just a little info about the Animus. It uses DNA from a subject to allow you to relive their memories. It's
Leonidas
kind of
know
sci-fi.
This place existed?
It's kind of sci-fi, he says. Yeah, I got that picture by the events of the game so far, and it sounds fantastic. By the literal definition. Whoa! Hey, bro.
Time to talk! You're not hard to track.
Did you come alone? Are you all right? Alexios, you're alive.
Don't touch me.
Come on, little brother. You have to tell me everything. What's happened to you?
I don't have to tell you anything. I don't know you.
Well, I know you. Doesn't matter. There's more important things to argue about.
You're right. Like that stunt you pulled with the artifact. It got my attention, if that's what you wanted.
What? The artifact showed the truth. We're family. And we made it out of Sparta alive.
Yes, it did show the truth. It confirmed what I always knew. You threw me off a fucking mountain!
If that's what you think, Alexios, you must have hit your head on the way down.
I've heard this story, and not from a liar like you. And never call me Alexios.
Right. Deimos. Now him, I don't know.
He's a demigod, worshipped and feared by the cult and all the Greek world.
Vladimir says, be kind to your brother and other relatives. I'll try.
Sounds like a fantasy to me. Did the cult cook that story up too?
I'd watch your fucking mouth, or I'll shut it for you.
You didn't when you had the chance before, and I bet you won't now. This is stupid. We need to find our mater.
I'm not interested in reunion. I just want to know what you think you're doing.
Same thing as your cult. Looking for Myrine, our mother.
They don't need her.
Your cultists think differently. She's their next target.
If they ever pursued her, it would be to kill her. But if you don't know where she is, that means she abandoned you too. How sad.
He has no idea what went on. She didn't abandon us. We were both dropped off a cliff. By our father. His stepfather.
Even if we were abandoned, we survived. We can go back to the way things were if we can find her.
The cult has no interest in sentimentality or family. Its only aim is control.
Wait, this is the lie option, but they're both lies.
If it's true they're after us, tell them they'll never find Nikolaos. He's off the map. Trust me, I've searched myself.
If I could find you, the other long-lost child of Nikolaos, then I can find him. And when I do, he'll wish he was thrown off that mountain.
I don't care what you think. I'll find Myrrine. Do the right thing. Come with me.
What?
We could find her. Together. You could help me.
Oh, you think friendship is the answer? Running around like lost children looking for dear mother. You're so weak.
It's responsibility, not weakness. I won't abandon the whole family just for spite.
Responsibility? Get off your high horse. The cult has a plan, and it won't be interrupted by the likes of you.
Taking your own mother isn't enough for them?
We're not abductors. We're political. Those who don't stand with us stand against us, and they pay for that mistake.
Like
Bad
me.
philosophy.
Like you. I heard you're planning a trip to Athens. When you go, tell Pericles and his elitist scum they're next.
The cult let Myrrine live. They let Nikolaos live. Why kill them now?
Because you live. You brought this on her and yourself. The cult is powerful, but they're mortals. I have the blood of gods, so they think you do too. But they'll see how wrong they are.
I'm going after the cult, you know.
You've seen our numbers. You've seen what I can do. And you still think you stand a chance?
Try me.
So having guts runs in the family, does it? You claim we have the same blood. So let's see what you can do.
We still found each other, brother.
I told you not to touch me.
Deimos! Malaka. Herodotos won't believe this. I have to tell him what happened.
Wow, our brother has got a thick skull. Great. Well, we've got a cultist on this island that we need to go kill. Oh, is that what the other place was? A forge? Is that the symbol for forges? Alright, but the other guy was at Stripolas's Bay. It would probably be faster to take my ship.
Ready for departure!
Ready when you are, Commander.
Raise oars! Sails!
Okay, let's see if we can get to the other side of the island.
Ready oars!
Why are we stopping?
Ship your oars!
Maybe we got too close to the island.
We need better weapons and defenses to win this fight. We should pull back.
Raise the sail!
Yonder away! Everyone at ease!
Alright, that's where I need to go.
Well, was the legend true? Was it magnificent? What happened to you? And your spear?
Slow down, Herodotos. My spear's stronger now. I can feel it. You were right, there was some kind of artifact there. It showed me a vision. Of me and my mother.
So, the ancient civilization is real. Cassandra, you have no idea the power you possess. All harnessed in Leonidas' spear.
That's not everything. Deimos followed me here. The cult's already moving, he told me himself. They're going after us. My family, Pericles.
Why would he tell you? Unless it was a trap.
It doesn't matter. We have to get to Athens, to warn Pericles. And we need to find my mother before they do.
Then, we go to the Pnyx. If Pericles is anywhere, he's there.
Alright, level up. I unlocked new engravings, which I haven't even bothered with yet. One ability point. I can now go up here. Critical assassination. Let's see. Increased armor. Ooh. Wow, that looks cool. Okay, let's work on... So I got this ability, but I never assigned it. Let's work on improving our armor. Yep. The cultist is over here. Let's take this one for a test spin. Weren't there more people here before? And one of them's sleeping. All right, one there. One there. Looks like both of them are sleeping. And one guard.
Best stay out of sight.
You should be running.
The gods must be keeping you alive.
Jeez.
You know how to die? How are you still standing? Do you know how to die? Do you?
Doggone it, I was gonna try and capture him. Alright, we gotta confirm this cultist kill.
You shouldn't have crossed me.
Okay, we got that. Who did I just kill? This one. The Chimera.
Hey! Help me! Maybe one day I can return the favor.
Πέρα, there is ήμαστον.
Ταχαίως εξέρχομαι. The fates that brought you to me, Mystios.
All right, done and done. All right, that's all the loot, looks like. Right, folks, we're going to do a hard save, and... Oh, we can't save here. Let's get outside. There we go. That's it. I'm all out of time. Shorter broadcast today. Still, we got in almost 3 hours. Thanks for joining me. Again, sorry for the delayed broadcast time today. We'll be doing a new game for Scotch and Smoke Rings tomorrow at around 9 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. I'll let you know what game that will be as we approach Scotch and Smoke Rings tomorrow. Then for Friday, we've got more Days Gone, and hopefully for the weekend, another Fallout 3 Metro lore video. I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you are as well. Thanks again, everybody, for coming to today's broadcast. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Rockland F says, Overpower attracts skill unlocked. A game changer. Overpower attacks. I see. Well, when I next level up, I'll try to get some overpower attacks. Thank you very much, Rockland. Anyway, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you again very soon with more lore videos and more live streams. Bye-bye now.